I'm excited because this is a really cool thing and a really cool location. So if I could welcome Don in to join me and get into a conversation on this awesome event you put together. Come on in, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And you get your own shirt. Everybody's got their own logoed things
Absolutely.
here.
We have to get it all set up.
I got to get some of this. I'm lacking here. All right, so I want you to give me, and online you're on Facebook is where you're really, and there's an event page and everything.
That's right.
But give me this overview of what it is. But first, tell me how this all got started.
This, if you remember, like 4 years ago, we were out and about looking for a good place to have a barbecue, and we realized there really aren't that many places. So we decided to start this festival just to bring, true authentic barbecue to Providence.
Right.
So
when you did it, and where did it start? Like, has it always been at the Steel Yard?
It has always been at the Steel Yard. That's a great venue.
It is. It's an awesome
We've got the rawness of the Steel Yard itself with the smoke and the meat, and it's just a great place for that.
And I want to give, just as an aside for the Steel Yard, I want to give a shout out. I mentioned them before Father's Day because they had some great activities happening. But if you have not been to this space, even just to do a walkthrough or talk to them or whatever, it's so worth doing it. And going to an event like this is such a unique thing to have in the city of Providence. It's more for public space, so I guess what you would call it. There's a learning opportunity to be there with what they're doing.
Absolutely.
As well as the events that they host.
That's right. It's public space, and they teach classes there. They're a non-profit organization, and the facility is amazing. You can learn welding, glass blowing, ceramics.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so very cool.
It's a great spot.
So give me now, so how many years is this that's been going on?
This is our third year.
It's the third year, okay.
That's right.
So there was a lot of questions back and forth on the style and the setup. Do you charge? What's free? What happens? So I really want to get some of those questions answered to help you guys out and get people to understand.
Sure, absolutely.
So tell us how it's set up, and then I want to talk about the contesting portion of it, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So, starting the Barbecue Fest, we were trying to support the Steel Yard, so we're starting it from scratch. And, the ticketing is, we've been looking at the models and all that, but straightforward now, I think it's the easiest. You get in for $15, you get your entry ticket, which gives you access to about 15 hours of music.
Okay.
There's live bands there. And also amazing barbecue vendors from around the area.
You said, how long does it go? You said 15 hours. So
so Friday, it runs Friday from 5 to 10 p.m.
And what's the start date? I'm sorry.
That is July 6th.
So it's right after the 4th of July holiday.
That's right.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
it's
and then Saturday, July 7th, noon to 10 p.m.
Okay, so that's the combined 15 hours. So if someone purchases a ticket, it gets them into both the Friday and the Saturday.
Well, a ticket gets you in per day.
Per day.
That's right. And, on the weekend, which is on Saturday, it was more of a family style.
Okay.
And on Friday night, it's more of a band setup, party kind of atmosphere when the competitors start loading up, getting all their equipment ready to do the competition.
All right, so you mentioned, and I want to get back to the competitors in 1 second, but you mentioned about access to the people that are participating.
That's right.
So when they're coming in, they're able to have conversations with these people, talk to them.
That's correct.
Are these vendors then selling some of their stuff back?
Well, what we have is a competition, and we follow KCBS rules, which is the nationwide, regulating entity. And so we'll have 10 to 15 teams there, and I think the whole idea of that is, there's a lot of people that are barbecue enthusiasts, and we like to share recipes, techniques. So you're more than welcome to come in and talk to the contestants, and see which setups they have. Some of them have amazing, $1,000 smokers, and some of them are just out of a metal can.
Out of a metal can.
That's right.
So really, the thing in coming to this is, if I'm summing up correctly, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that it's entertainment value.
It's really entertainment value. That's right. That's right.
And then from a perspective, if it's tasting, that's not something that's really guaranteed to be part of it. It's if they can, or
that's right. That's right. There's regulations about tasting. If you were to ask one of the competitors, they certainly can give you a taste.
But that's up to the individuals that are participating.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
But beyond that, are these guys? The competition is their main focus, but are they selling back to the public, or
the competition is just for that. They're vying for a $1,000 cash prize for the top winner.
Really?
Yep. And so there's incentive in there. There's a lot of incentive.
No, it's not only that, but you get the bragging rights at that point as well.
That's right. And along with that, you will have food trucks there. We'll have beers there, alcohol, and the vendors, and GoLocal, and these guys will be coming up right after this segment, but they'll explain what their foods are. And BBQ, I have to say, those guys have been voted one of the best food trucks in the country.
Yeah, they know their stuff.
So
They've been doing it for a little while there.
Really well, and then and also Great Northern Barbecue. Jimmy James will come in here, but I heard they're opening a barbecue joint.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Right?
Don't give away his thing. We're going to talk about that. No, I'm only kidding. So, talk about this competition and the style, because we mentioned it's for bragging rights, which is a great deal when it comes to this in the culinary world. The $1,000 prize, which is awesome of you guys to do. But how does this happen, and what are they kind of doing to compete with each other?
Yeah, so according to Kansas City rules,
I love it's Kansas City. Where did that come?
Kansas City Barbecue Society.
Nice.
Apparently, that's But at any rate, the rules are you have 4 categories of meats. You have chicken, pork ribs, pork, and then Texas brisket or beef brisket. That's probably one of the toughest. And so the competition, they start off at noon on Friday, and then judging is 12 hours later.
Really?
That's right. Well, I'm sorry, noon and judging, opening on Friday, and then 12 hours later for the judging. So usually some of these meats, it takes 14 hours to cook.
To cook them, yeah.
To smoke, and they smoke it, low and slow, as they always say.
So when they're doing this, are they picking one of those 4 categories, or are they each preparing
They are, when teams compete, they try to go for all 4 categories. So, with our $1,000 top prize, that goes to what's called the grand champion.
Yeah.
And that is the team that scores the average highest over all 4 categories. So aggregate of 4 categories, you add those scores up.
All right, I'm checking. Somebody's asking me a question here about how many participants are in the actual contest?
Right now, we are looking between 10 and 15.
10 and 15?
That's right.
There you go, John. You just got your question answered.
So, and if you feel like competing, if you feel like you got it, you can log on to our Facebook page, and there's links there for competition rules.
So anybody that can follow the rules.
This is completely open.
Really?
That's right. It's completely open.
So is that kind of how you've gotten to 15? Is that some of these people have decided that they want to come in?
Yeah, and also the excitement, like I said, when we first started this, there might have been a handful of barbecue restaurants, barbecue joints, and they weren't typical, it wasn't the quality that we all want to see, but now we have, I don't know, 8, 10 barbecue.
And that's one of the things I kind of want to, being that you've prepared this festival, it's kind of one of the things I want to talk to you about, is that it seems in the last, and Pink Pig was saying they're only a little over a year old.
Yeah.
But it seems like in the last 4 years, maybe it's kind of taken this expansion,
It's kind
right?
of taken off. We're not directly responsible for it, but I think we certainly sort of put the idea in people's heads that barbecue is a missing food source here.
No, and I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Now, you guys also have another festival, which I want to bring you back for, but just give us a quick overview on what this other festivals that you have.
Oh, this is the
seafood one you have, right?
Oh, yeah, the Ocean State Oyster Festival, is, this is our, 4th year doing it. And we bring in all Rhode Island farmers. So last year, I think we had 18 different farms come in.
Really?
And it's down in downtown Providence on the other side of the river, not
India Point Park? Or
no, not India Point Park, but the river walk behind Hemingway's.
Okay, gotcha.
Right? So,
okay, on South Water Street.
That's right.
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
And last year, in the 5 hours that the festival was running, we went through almost 16,000 oysters.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
16,000 oysters.
16,000 oysters, and we have a shucking contest, and we the last 3 events we partnered up with Save the Bay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good thing
and
to have.
so we're just, again, we're partnering with the Steel Yard to do this also.
Yeah, and I got to give you guys credit for how you're finding those partners like the Steel Yard, and first of all, doing these festivals. It's not an easy thing to execute. It's always hard to get the participation. And one of the main reasons I wanted to have Mom was, when I looked it up, I had questions about it, and it looked phenomenal just from the photographs that I saw and then the people I saw participating. But I think to getting more of this knowledge, and people can purchase the tickets through going through the event sites, right?
That's right. Yep,
through Facebook.
the event site.
Now, is ticket purchase required before you go?
You can purchase early, absolutely.
Okay.
And then
but you can also purchase on site?
You can purchase on site also.
Okay.
That's right.
So this is something to check out, and the reason I want to bring him on now to fit the segment is A, it's barbecue, but B, next week becomes a crazy week because then we go right into the 4th of July holiday, which is a week later. So it's a thing you want to check out now. It's a great thing to do that weekend. A lot of people have got back and forth plans because of the 4th of July falling in the middle of the week. So make sure you check out Don. Check out the Facebook page, which is under Ocean State Barbecue
Festival.
and the band's in there. Yep, and the band's in there. So make sure you check that out because that's the one way to get all the information from. Don, thanks for making the time today. Really appreciate you coming. Thank you. I know. That's why we're doing this. Get it kicked off.
Thanks.
Thank you. Take care, buddy. All right. So pretty much, I think everyone that was in today, I think Pink Pig was talking to them, but Pink Pig, Great Northern, and Got a Q are all going to be participating in that barbecue festival. So